up, girl. You ready? It's a different background. Look, Ma. Wave. You got my 6, Ma. You're right behind me. This is the best place. I don't have my little lights. There are things. Hi, pretty girl. I know. I know. I gotta find your brush. I'll go get you another one of those brushes, okay? Yeah. We haven't brushed in a while. Because everything's packed and I remember where stuff is. Should be in the totes that are in the Suburban. I pulled 4 out this morning. Little girl, Lou. She sheds so much every time this year. Good girl. She's going to the vet tomorrow. Good girl. Good girl, Lou. Come on. Let's go. Good girl. No, she's looking at you like, hey, lady, get out of the chair, would ya? Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Man, the lighting in here makes me look great. I assure people that I have way more wrinkles in real life. I feel like I hit 50 and it's like, whoa. Definite. But I you know, I've been under a pretty good amount of stress, and that's always good for the waistline. We've been eating pretty good, too. We ain't been eating crappy. Mom had peanut butter pancakes today. You liked them, huh, Mom? Today was a pretty good day. Got the internet turned on about 1 o'clock. Then we watched The Good Doctor. This guy was going around doing good deeds. I was like, hey, that's what I do. You know? We always have opportunity to help people. Just people usually just like ignore. Just, no, I don't. Life, no. I don't want to give people money. They're just going to do drugs with it. And then it's like, well, thanks for telling me what you would do with it if you were given money. Like how you would soothe. Drink a bottle of wine. Rough day at the office. Rough day of making a killing. All those 6 figures. Gotta go take the edge off, drink the wine, have a margarita, all that stuff. And then it just makes it easier. People walk past people, not help. But people, they're changing. Today was a lot of examples last couple of days. There's a young woman I saw outside of Walgreens, and I don't go into Walgreens very often, but usually there's like the same people. But there's like new generation because the shift is happening, so people are ending up, you know, in Taos from all over. Like they lived here years ago, now they're back or whatever, you know, the situation. You know, a lot of women are leaving bad domestic violence situations. You know, a lot of shifts, a lot of movement in the earth. There's a lot of unrest on planet Earth, so it comes out and manifests in people. They're not using their energy in positive, productive ways, so they're doing all those things to make them feel better, and then those things that make them feel better make them do crazy things. Anyway, so yesterday I go in to get a power cable for a dude I know. He just is so bad with electronics, like. He's definitely, and he's Pisces male. He's got all this water, you know, he just fries electronics. It's just how it is. And he tries and he struggles, and somebody bought him a crappy phone, and it's just like he can't get it. And it's just like it's just with this guy, it's one thing after another. But I feel for the guy that he helped me move all the big shit in here, and I couldn't get nobody else to do it. And so, and he feeds like 24 dogs, and he has to move himself and be out of where he is by the 1st of June. So I feel for the guy, and it's just a nightmare though, and like I can relate to people and he can't, and it's just hard for me to go and be around other people, and or no, he can relate to people in a different way, but he helps teach me practice tolerance and patience, because frankly the dude drives me crazy, right? And so, well, it's good practice because it makes me like, I gotta remember I'm not that important that people are driving me crazy. Anyway, so I go to Walgreens to get this dude a cable, and then there's this young woman at the front door, and her face is dirty, and she just looks like she's just like been through fucking hell, right? And so I pass her, I look at her in the eye, I was like, hello, pass her up and come out. And I could just, when people are just in pain, right? They're just like, give me something, God, right? So when I came out, I gave her $20. I said, you stay on the right side, you keep doing the right thing, good orderly direction. Just don't go for creature comfort. Don't sell yourself short. Don't do things, compromise yourself. And God, you're going to be taken care of. God take care of me, just to doing the right thing. And I turned around, walked away, and got in the Suburban. And dude I was with said, she looked up and said, thank you, God. And so I got out. And I walk over to her. I said, my name is Marge. And I shook her hand. So I'm Heoka. I said, you stay, keep your light. Don't get frustrated. Don't stay in the light. Don't towards the dark and do all those things, here. And then I shook her hand. And so I gave her another 20. Because if she was grateful for the one, and then she went inside to get what you want. And that's when you can tell that people are doing it to get what they need. She probably went and got baby formula, something like that. You know what I mean? And because Steve helped me, I can help other people. Steve, good boy, Artie. Good boy, pull it down. Good boy. I got Earth Angel. She married a man named Steven because he's such a generous man, and through her and his memory that I get to help people like that. It works through people. And so that was yesterday. See, because it's cool because I live in town now, so Mom sleeps and I got so much energy. I wake up 7 o'clock. I could go into town, do a load of laundry if I got a load of laundry. That's what I did today. And then, so today, that's what I did, is I got up and I went and got a load of laundry done. Because I got these little grass pots for Stanley and the dogs. They like to chew grass. And so they do not go, so I went to Ace yesterday and I've been buying up, we're settling in. We haven't been settled for 7 years, Ma. It's quite enlightening. It feels pretty good. All because of a dude named Steve, really. And so, that worked real hard. So this morning, I went out, went and got to the laundromat, got a cup of coffee, and there's a young lady that works there, and our last names are very similar, and her birthday's on my birthday. She's 14 years younger than me, and she goes outside and smokes, and I went outside with her, and it's just been so windy and so cold. I don't like being outside because I'm a sissy when it comes to coldness, and so I went outside and hung out for a little while, and this dude backs in, and he was in a convertible Saab, big old dude, and he gets out, and I was like, it feels like it's gonna be Easter, not Mother's Day, temperature wise. Like, it's still cold. He's like, I don't care about that stuff. And dude was huge. He was ginormous, right? He's like, oh, I don't care about that stuff. It means nothing or something like that. He was really standoffish, and I was like, all right, I know when to. Dude, I'm an asshole magnet. You know what I mean? I know, I'll be nice to everybody, and then I'll just leave you be, because most people want me to leave them be in life. And so, hey, Benny, good dog. Hit that hydration station. Good boy. Good girl, Lou. Go up the stairs. Come on, pretty. Good girl. Pretty. Come on, pretty. Good girl. Good girl. You go get the best spot up there. Pop-Tart. Get a kissy boy. Oh, he's out got the good spot. Benny, come here. Oh, Benny, come here. You gonna go over there, Sip? I'm sorry, buddy. Good boy. Beanie. Come here. No, you're not going in there. It's so funny how some of the challenges are the same in different places everywhere we go. Yeah. That's so funny. Like, because they have their idiosyncrasies, and you do and I do, that we just take them everywhere we go. And so I knew to leave old dude alone. He didn't want to be messed with, and I was like, okay. And so, there, that's better. Oh, I got new glasses while I was off planet, too. They transition because I get migraines, so everybody should have that opportunity. Just get a pair of glasses. Anyway, so I went on my way, started my load of laundry, got my, and then the old boy comes up, squares up right in front of me, reaches his heart. He's like, my name is RJ. He said, I'm an orphan. He's like, so I don't care about that stuff. I said, that's really funny. I said, because today's the day I wore this sweatshirt, and I ain't never wore out in public because I don't want to get the slant eyes and well, I don't care if I get the side eye, like I don't care anymore. So I wore it, and it's from a band I used to listen to ever since I was a kid called Bad Religion. The logo on the back is a cross with the circle around it and a line through it, and I just think it's a sign of the times, really, because all the things that religious people should have done to make things better, and as of right now, the cracks of society are so wide, it's ridiculous. So many people in a disparaged way. And so he introduced himself, and I was like, that's cool, I said, I just use terms that other people use to relate to them. I said, I think it's all stupid too. I don't like no freaking clubs, organizations, sect, denominations, anything. I think it's all hodgepodge, And then we chatted for a bit. He's graduating. Congratulations, RJ. He's getting his degree. He's gonna walk in film editing and stuff like that, and in New Mexico. I said, dude, you're going to show a lot of people your story, man. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing your perspective. And then I went and put my music on and went bebopping up the road to Ricky's, which is right across the street. And I do my, it's a cardio workout is what I do. It's just my own version. Anyway, so I'm walking up and I'm waving at people, and this one dude was like, yes, because people are stoked about stuff, finally. I'm stoked about stuff. Like, when I was at the laundromat, the girl worked there, Michelle, she was like, you actually, like, you're smiling, like you're lit up. I was like, wait till I get out in the sun and I get, sun vitamin D. And that just makes things even better, huh, Ma? You like it here too, huh?
Yes.
Feels good because I'm not all freaking wound up having to deal with this shit stain next door, little Hito shit stain. Oh my gosh. It just, some places you just gotta be there to learn lessons, So I go across the street to Ricky's, and I don't know the waitress lady's name, and she she was pretty busy, and she was training another woman day too. Turnover in this town is really high because people just don't want to work. They go and they're like, nah, I don't want to do that. And when I was there, yesterday I went to, there's a flower shop right next door, and I had gone over there to buy a couple pre-rolls and see about their clones. And so, here, let's see this. There. Whoa! No! I wasn't supposed to do that. I don't want to get no copyright strike. Bull crap. Copyright crap. Here, we'll go like that a little bit. Let me just disconnect. So I go across this. Oh, and then the dude that I was talking to, the owner, I said, are you just opening up? He's like, actually, I have to close. I said, close? Why? He's like, because my bud tender just quit. His bud tender instead of bartender, because they sell, because it's weed. So it's flower, so it's bud. It's bud, yeah, bud tender. And so, pretty girl. It's alright, Artie. It's okay, bud. He said the internet went out for a minute, and the kid freaked out. Because, Mom, these kids are like in their 20s. Wait, let's see. I got my first cell phone, but like these kids that are raised by technologies with the screen in their face. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, pretty girl. Like, they've been appeased and entertained their whole lives by a technological device. Yeah. Well, the world's changing, and we're going to go back to grassroots, whether people want to or not. And so the kid flipped out. Kid freaked out because he couldn't play with this toy, and then said, F this, I don't want to work here, and then took off and then left. And so the guy, he can't run the place by himself. He has to have two people. You know, there's all these rules and regulations, and you just can't people to do things because they just, I don't wanna, you know. And they got so many things that they got so. What? I'm sorry. Okay, ma'am. You got so many people that need people to work. Yes, I know it's almost lunchtime. Did she hear something that I don't? I was just bumping stuff, and we're all getting old and sensitive. Benny's gonna start whining because it's close to. I gotta go boil the water to start soaking there. I don't know what they're gonna do. Tomorrow's gonna be a challenge because Luna goes to the vet, and I always have a hard time with that. And then I'm gonna take, and it's right at 2:45, and that's like when they eat. So it's gonna be interesting. Huh. See, there ain't nothing in here you can get, Benny. Ha ha. So I'm gonna start soaking their water. How you like it here, Mom?
It's really very pretty.
It's cozy. It's a little casita.
A casita?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the nice people the story about how we found this place. It was a miracle. I'll just give them the short version.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We were at 12 applicants, 13 applicants, 12, 13. other people wanted to live in this place.
Oh,
It's real small.
it's small.
I had to get a storage unit, but still. The man loved his mom,
He loved his mother.
and she passed away.
Oh. Oh, that's sad.
And I think that that's why I sent him a resume. And I said, these are all the things that I did to get a job to take care of my mom.
Uh-huh.
And these are all the things that I don't do anymore because I'm a stay-at-home daughter.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, and then he's charging me $75 left rent than his original, very reasonable rent to begin with.
Oh, nice.
So all of our bills collectively are what, good boy Benny, are less than what we paid at rent at the
Wow.
other place.
That's quite.
Isn't that remarkable?
Yeah.
God is good. Just keep doing the right thing.
Yes.
You know, don't go around doing whatever I want to do, living from my ego more than I do for others,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You're a good person.
Oh, Mom, thanks. And then I got the girl that good boy Benny. Go ahead, go this way. You can't go. Come on, buddy. Good boy. Go sit by Grandma. Here. Oh, come on, buddy. Good dog. I gotta make that better too. Because that's how little dogs get hurt if their legs get stuck. I try to keep the blanket across so there's no creases. But I can't plan for everything because I see the weirdest shit that happens all the time. I'm just like, how did that just do that? How did that do that? Like, why is that? Like, the way that I lose cables and stuff like that. It was funny because the guy, his appointment was for cable was at noon,
Oh.
and I walked up the hill at like 5:55
That's
across the street,
that's
and he calls 2 minutes. Good boy, Tuck. Good boy. 2 minutes after I was there
Oh.
to let me know he was gonna be like he was on his way. They were like 5-10 minutes out.
Oh.
and then he gets here, and I can't remember exactly how the conversation started exactly, but it was something to the effect. I said, I'm so glad to live here, and I said, I was like asking about outages, and I told him, I said there was outages all the time. We came from Hondo, and the power went out. It was a nightmare. It was so stressful to leave Mom for any period of time because I there's times I show up and gotta freaking drag out the generator because the power's out, you know. And he's like, yeah, we just actually, that's funny because we just came from a Royal Hondo and the power was out in a Royal Hondo, you know. And it's just like that place, like there's places on earth that are just like pockets of cycles of suck. And because they're not willing to do the work, it's just going to be perpetually sucky as long as they're going to be lazy because they're lazy. You know what I mean? Lazy and lazy. But we're in such a much better place, Mom.
It is nice.
Geographically, we're in a better place.
Your broccoli is.
You know, I made the first batch of, we got the landlord,
Yes.
the oven wasn't working when we moved in here,
Yeah.
but they had put one on order as soon as we moved in.
Oh, really?
And then, like, she was very proactive. I mean, we're proactive with each other, and And then so we got a new oven.
Oh,
My cookie sheets don't fit in it because that's how tiny the oven is. So I gotta, I'll figure that out. But
That's tiny.
there's, it's gonna take some time to shift, but it's tourist season, so I ain't about rushing and stuff like that. We're just gonna take things nice and slow.
One step at a
And now we
time.
got interwebs, and I can do my talks again.
Yes.
I kind of missed them a little bit. Getting stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's so many things that happened in the last week, since my birthday. Funny how I just like put it out there. Okay, do your thing, universe. I want help me find a place by my 50th birthday. And on that day is when my freaking landlady went nutty and threatened to kick us out. And I won't be threatened.
Where is she?
She's bullshit. We aren't going to talk about her right now. We're talking about good things. And so she just was stuck in her own fears and took her shit out on me, and like people do, and and then that put us into the trajectory of where we are now. And look at how comfy they are. Ma, see you and Benny, and then Tucker. I got them a new bed down here, and they all love it. They all mostly care about eating right now. They're not. They're gonna just. Benny's gonna moan and whine, and then I got a little patch where I could put up a fence right out. There's like 2 stairs from the kitchen into the little sun area where Stanley hangs out and stuff like that, and then there's like a little patio area with covered carport and a really long driveway, and I can just let them out. And go out into the little backyard. I want to get sand and stuff like that. I don't know how fast it'll blow away because of it's just God. There's wind. It's a windy day today. It was a windy day yesterday. It's just I ain't been this happy in a long time. That's for sure. That's for sure. And the ideas keep popping, of how I could, I keep really thinking about my non-profit or not a false for profit, and but I gotta have 3 people on a board of directors, and I don't know about 3 people, and I don't want nobody that's affiliated with any group that's already, because everybody in Taos, they're all on everybody's board. Like the mayor, he's on the board of director for like the veteran, like all these different groups. It's so weird how that isn't not like there's no special interest like really. I mean, the deck is stacked, so I don't want nothing to do with them. I really don't. Plus, I'm for the clientele of the people that they don't want nothing to do with either.
Yeah.
I'm here to help with the. And that's I'm gonna need a special crew to help with the population of folks that I'm here to help. Like the road dogs and the women that are 70s, 80s find themselves living in vans, stuff like that. Not the fucking trust fund people. You guys got you'll find. No, I'm from the bottom epsilon. People can come and work on your automobiles with on your own accord or with guidance of local mechanics and stuff like that. Maybe you'll get a little discount, a little 5% off or 10%, something, just tell them Not So Large Marge sent you. And you just come here, and it was so, I love watching freaking The Good Doctor. It's so prophetic, right? And they're talking, this guy's going around, he's helping people and stuff like that, and there's people that are struggling with the death of a character, and they're having a hard time with their higher power, and it's just do the right thing. You can't lose. Just help people. There's so many people on this planet, whether it's a guy there's this dude the same dude I was buying a cable for. He his neck is huge because he carries these big old 50-pound bags of dog food on his neck.
Whoa, that'd be happy.
Down the road, and that's the way you do it. And so. And he just has a hard time with things like I do. Well, he has them in different ways and stuff like that. And he can't get like a driver's license or nothing like that. And so I really tried to help the guy out. And he's yelled at me twice.
He's yelled at him.
Because he's a Pisces man. There might as well be women energetically. And so, he's going, there's just so many people going through it. But on the move, I have all this weed from plants that I've grown. And I just have never smoked it. I had it. And so I gave him a bunch of it. Because he don't get an ID, so he can't go into dispensaries and stuff like that. And so, yeah. And so, and then when he does go in, he fucking makes, God bless him, man. He fucking makes everything. He's so knowledgeable in a lot of areas, but he's like, just like so socially, just like, wow. I mean, I say some shit, but like, wow. Like, I don't know. He helps practice with cringe, I guess. Like, like other people, their autonomy, we're autonomous being, like he's not, we are all connected like that, right? But we're all connected. Anyway, so he went to the park and then ran to another girl, the older woman who came here, and she lives in a shelter, escaping from a domestic violence situation. So that's the see, I want to find like these old camper trailers, that they have, and like put them on and just like have all these different ways where people can just crash, and heal. And that was cool about the Good Doctor, because they made point about people are addicted to shit because they hurt. And I'm real good about being versed about helping addressing the pain, because if you address the pain, it takes people. I mean, there's a lot of people that won't do the medicine if it don't hurt, but look how many people are addicted to the medicine, alcohol, pills, blues, all their sex, drugs, rockets, all lifestyles, ideologies, perceived, conceived perceptions of realities, and which, they want to take on because they look like they're having a good time, but that ain't the earth no more. So gotta do things different. And addressing the pain is something that I quit drinking alcohol twice. I mean, flower medicine is the only medicine I do. I don't, and so many people aren't into edibles and stuff like that. That's cool, I don't really like smoking it, but I got this CBD oil from this place in town. Oh, I went to look and check on my t-shirt, and I sold 4 t-shirts. It was so cool. And then I went to Tractor Supply and tapped a young girl in her car. I did not see it when I backed up, and I look like before I get in the car, like I'm looking where cars are and stuff like that, and I hit her and broke her light, and like this woman walked out, and I'm like, dude, I just hit your car. I'm looking for my insurance stuff and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, that's not my car. And she's like, that's why I don't drive those big things. And I was just like, oh my God, that's so funny. Anyway, so I had the store page, the girl come out. There's a young lady named Hannah. And I said, dude, I hear your car. And she said, well, the other light was already broken. Because it was like, I was like, dude, how did I do all that? And so I broke her other one. And there was like the bumper, but maybe the bumper was already like that too. So she was like, she's like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm okay with it. I'm not mad. I said, well, here, so I got to give her $100. She didn't want to do insurance and stuff. I said, well, here's $100 for your trouble. Sorry. So that was cool. She's like, I don't care. It all worked out, right? Luna, I gotta get you brushed, girl. Plus, it's time for them to eat and walk around, stuff like that. So I went over and the flower shop was, I guess it was opening up, but I didn't go back over there. I just went across the street because it was getting toast. I had to get Mom's peanut butter pancakes home to her. Huh, Ma? And I get home, it's so cool because I leave, the bed's right there. And I turn on TV or whatever, and she goes to the bathroom and comes and sits in her chair. and then the dogs. It's just wow. And to be able to let all the dogs out at once is just wow. It's a blessing, Ma.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. Like, I don't have to be so wound up,
Yes.
and then they get to chill. I'm chill, they're chill, you're chill, we're all chill.
Sure.
Except Luna's awful itchy. Pretty girl, I'll go get you a brush this afternoon right after you eat. Okay? All right. Anyway, that's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a rad day.